Hello there. Welcome to my channel. This is my first ever video on everything that has to do with Star Wars. In front of you is an old, very well worn and weathered original Star Wars storybook. It goes back to 1977. This video is basically about how and why I became a Star Wars fan. Started a long time ago, but not in a galaxy far away. I was about all of 3 years old when the original film first came out, and my mother took me to go see it. And it was the very first film I ever saw in a theater, and it blew me away. I mean, everything about it. Nobody had ever seen anything sci-fi like this before, and it became my first love. When I was 3 or 4 years old, up till maybe 5 or 6 even, we had an original recording on an audio cassette, an old RCA. It was black with an orange and white label. If you're probably in your mid 40s or older, I'm 50, you know what I'm referring to. It originally been a blank cassette, and somehow my folks got a hold of the original film on audio. I don't know how, but I would listen to that tape constantly. And I could even tell you at what point you had to flip the tape over to listen to the second half of the story. It was right at the point in the film where the Falcon was being pulled into the Death Star with the tractor beam and into the docking bay. And that was the point where the tape ended on side A and you had to flip it to side B. So that tells you how many times I watched or listened to that tape. But I would also look at this book, and like I said, it's very worn and weathered. I since bought another copy of it on eBay. It's in much better condition. But I would watch or listen to the storyline, look at the pictures in this book, and there's Master Skywalker as before he even became a Padawan, and play with my Star Wars toys. I would have had the Death Star, X-Wing fighter, TIE fighter, land speeder, all the figures, and I must have, in my own mind and my imagination, must have blown up the Death Star about 22,000 times in my youth. I love Star Wars. I love everything about it. It's actually seen me through some very difficult times in my life. Currently, it's helping me through a situation I'm dealing with on a personal level. It helped me cope with certain scenes, like even from Return of the Jedi at the very end, where Luke is cremating his father's remains on Endor, and the scene where he passes away. It really hit home and hard with me when my stepdad passed. It just helped me get through a lot of pain, and it does now. There's a picture right there, great photo. Whoops. Of, oh, maybe I missed the page there. It's the famous cantina scene of the Millennium Falcon. I fell in love with that ship the moment I saw it. Much like I'm sure Han Solo did. On this page, there's a picture of the whole crew right there. Especially one of my favorite characters right there, Han Solo. Yeah, I just always liked his style, his wit and sarcasm, and the fact that he thought for himself and did for himself. I had what I would call a Force Awakening. I went down to Galaxy's Edge this past late February, March, and on March 3rd, I actually got to go through the whole part of the park, and I absolutely loved it. And it was later, it's like it brought me back to my first love, and which is Star Wars, the whole genre of it. But I'm just to let you all know, I'm going to be on this making other videos There's a great shot of Obi-Wan, Ben Kenobi. Then I will be making videos about reviewing lightsabers. I love lightsabers. I really got into collecting them. Particularly, I like green lightsabers. I don't know, it's something about the green that really caught my eye. I think it goes back to the Return of the Jedi, and the first time I ever saw a green lightsaber with Master Skywalker getting ready to when he was taking on Jabba the Hutt and his gang of mercenaries, and it just appeals to me. But I'm going to be reviewing things like lightsabers, different companies, not just Galaxy's Edge, but I'm also going to be doing like the independent ones. I'm also going to be doing reviews on the books and the novels. I've really come to really enjoy reading the novels. Again, they help me a lot during with some of the things I've been dealing with. Great shot there of the X-Wing and TIE fighter going at it in combat. So yeah, I'm going to be sharing a lot of these videos with you guys. Please feel free to like, subscribe, comment on the video or videos. I just want to connect more with more Star Wars fans and bring it, my view and my opinion on the whole genre of what Star Wars is and what it means to me. There's a great shot of the demise of the Death Star. So please feel free to like and subscribe. I go by the handle Jedi Master Ikem Kenpo at The Beagle Has Landed. So again, thanks for watching. May the Force be with you. Trust the Force and be one with the Force.